What is going on, you guys? My name is Rage and we are back today with another red star ore opening video for you all. In today's video, as I'm sure you guys may have noticed, Iceman is finally joining the battle here. He's gonna be able to cool off enemies with his slow and stuns. He's gonna be able to barrier himself when enemies gain that slow. Additionally, he can attack the enemy's turn when the enemy has that slow, and really he's gonna be a formidable force in the raids because of the fact that any enemies with slow will also have reduced damage. So it's gonna be really interesting to see how that dynamic changes overall, meshing overall with the other astonishing X-Men characters, especially with Jubilee coming around the corner here. So with that being said, you guys, we're gonna go ahead and dive right into the orb opening here. As you guys may have seen from my previous videos, I do like to save up these raid credits here because my chances of actually getting a better orb job has actually been better when I claim these right before I open an orb. So with that being said, we're just gonna do that consistent with previous videos here. Don't know if it works or not, but so far it's worked out for us, so I'm not complaining here. With that being said, I have also saved quite a few red star orbs here, so we're gonna go ahead and just test our chances today, see how that goes. I'm always trying to aim for the 3 red at least, but then you know, this is gonna be quite a formidable character and we've been saving up for quite a bit, so I am definitely willing to spend more today just to see what kind of chances look like. But what I'm doing right now is just ensuring that we do see that extra 15% here for Iceman. So as you guys can see here, ready to go here. With that being said, let's get this party underway. 37 red star orbs. Let's go ahead and start this. So we got a 3 red bullseye there. Fortunately duplicate, but it does add up to our elite 3, elite 4 credits here. So definitely helps us out in the big picture, especially when we're gonna go ahead and open a few today. Already from the get-go, a 2 red. So that's beautiful. But I am eager to get that 3 red. So let's go ahead and keep opening a few more here. Beautiful. So this is unfortunately already a duplicate. I am planning to use Ghost in my Dark Dimension 3 as well, so it definitely helps us for sure. Oh, purple. My goodness. Oh, got excited there. Unfortunately, this is already a duplicate, but it adds to the Elite 4, so can't complain there. A 1. So we are kind of looking like we're exhausting our luck here, but I am definitely going to be a little bit more aggressive this time just because I have saved quite a few here, and with the exception of Jubilee, you know, I'm not gonna need these red star orbs not too much anyway. So that's officially 10 right there, you guys. No 3 red yet, but I am also planning to open a couple of elite 4s just because we have been saving quite a few here and I'm definitely eager to use them. So we started at 37. Let's go ahead and use 5 more here and see how our luck is, because I can also just jump back into the elite 4 as well. So that's 24. So we are getting, quite a bit of duplicates. That's quite all right. You know, overall, it always just does help us in the overall big picture. Wow, even that one's a duplicate. My goodness. And last but not least, let's go ahead. Right there. Okay, so that's about, we started 37, so that's about 17 of the 3 red there. But you know what? That's quite all right because I have been saving up these elite 4s quite a bit, and I'm also hoping that these can actually help me in my overall roster anyway. So let's go ahead and open these, you guys. So right from the get-go, a purple here, 5 red, duplicate already on Shocker. Wow, I didn't even know I actually had a 5 red. So unfortunately, duplicate there, but does add to our elite 6. So definitely it's gonna help out. Beautiful, and there you guys have it with the elite 4 there. I'm pretty pleased with him right now. 4 red is really solid actually. So you know what? That's it for the video. Let's go ahead now and go take a look at his abilities in more closer detail here, just to see potential T4s and review of his overall abilities. So jumping to his basic ability here, you guys, Chilling Blast. Chilling Blast applies a slow, and additionally he also gains extra focus for this action. With that being said here, you guys can see that as you level this up, he just increases overall damage. Personally, just because you get that extra 50% boost with the T4, pretty standard stuff here. So I actually would not recommend T4ing his basic. It's pretty standard. It looks like he already gains that focus for that initial level 1. So really, it's just increasing the overall damage. Next, Freezing Impact special ability. Attacking the primary target for 80% damage, and we read this earlier, but if the target also has a slow, this is also going to apply a crit and additionally a stun if they have that slow. So really good if we have a team that's able to apply a lot of slows. You know, an obvious one for me would obviously be Emma Frost. When she uses her special, she always shoots out that slow against everyone. Ebony Maw is another good one. And as you guys can see here, very similar to his basic ability, leveling up this ability also increases the overall damage. So not too much going on here. Very, very simple attacks here actually. So with the T4 here, it does get that significant boost of 50%. But really, I need to see more gameplay in action in terms of how much damage he's doing overall, because the big question here is if we're using our T4 materials, we're really expecting him to do a lot of damage. So that you know, that's going to be a big component of the question of, you know, how much damage is Iceman going to be doing when compared to the rest of his astonishing X-Men team. So definitely something to consider. If he's doing a lot of the damage impact here, then for 100% I would potentially recommend this. But you can see level 6 already gives you a 40% boost, and the T4 for the level 5, or excuse me, level 7 gives him the 50%. So, you know, honestly, it's pretty standard. Nothing too impressive there. Let's take a look at his ultimate here, Ice Slide. He essentially barriers himself for 5% of his max health, and then attacking all the enemies for 100% damage, applying additionally a 1+ slow to each target. And as you guys can see, as we level this up, not only does the percentage of health barrier increases, the damage increases as well. And as well, when you go to level 5, it does add additional extra health to the barrier, increasing overall damage as well. So really very consistent with his previous abilities as well. You know, you're just going to see it improves really over time. Only has that 1 slow for a turn actually, so I was expecting a little bit more from this. The level 7 additionally does add an extra 10% in addition to giving that extra 60% boost in damage. So this is actually probably the best bang for buck from what we've seen so far. So out of all the abilities we've seen, I would say this one is at least worth mentioning for a potential T4, just because he adds an extra 10% for that barrier for his max health, additionally attacking with that damage and applying a slow. You know, it would have been nice if we could see that slow for 2 turns, but does look like it only stays at the 1. So this is definitely, his ultimate is definitely a potential T4, just because he gets a sizable boost, right? Last but not least, Absolute Zero. If this character has 4 more astonishing X-Men allies, okay, so that means, you know, essentially to gain maximum value, he's going to be the rest of his astonishing X-Men. He's going to be starting his health at full at the start of a match, and he also revives with 20% max heal. So wow, that's actually really good. So essentially what it's saying is that he's going to gain a revive only if there's 4 more astonishing X-Men at the start of a round. So that's really where the value comes in from the raid, I believe. With that being said, on the enemy turn, he also gains a 10% chance to attack the enemy. And if that enemy has a slow, he's always going to attack that enemy. So that's where that synergy comes with his ultimate. As you guys level this up here, the big thing is in raids, all the damage is actually decreased for all the enemies in addition when they have a slow. So this is what we saw earlier. Not only do they get reduced damage, but they also get reduced armor when they have a slow condition. And as you guys level this up here, it's going to add an extra 30% piercing for that damage-wise, in addition to increasing an overall armor by 10% with enemies with slow, and as well as their damage. So definitely this passive is pretty powerful. I think it's going to be very, very useful actually in raids. You know, he's going to be really kind of setting the tone for the battlefield in raids. So the big question for me is this going to become a new meta team for raids? If so, then I definitely think this is worth T4ing in addition to his ultimate. But we need to see more gameplay in terms of how this team actually performs in raids, because, you know, I'm sure you guys have seen it, but the symbiote roster right now is probably the kings of raids right now, just due to their synergy, the fact that they have so many more turns, and the control of speed ups, in addition to Carnage and Symbiote Spider-Man being able to heal, and as well as Anti-Venom reviving them in need be. So it really begs the question, do these guys take over that type of meta? Because that's right now the king of the raids in terms of the overall teams right now in this state of the game. So hope you guys enjoyed that review. Very brief, very preliminary, but we do unfortunately have to see more gameplay with his astonishing X-Men to really see where this team is going to sit once the dust settles. So with that being said, you guys, thank you as always for watching, and I appreciate you checking out my videos. As always, I'll see you in the next one.